What is my responsibility for my students? Jamie on the graffiti wall mentioned in a comment a webpage article that had a list of teacher responsibilities that I used to base my answers off of to this question. The first is that they're responsible to have a certain amount of knowledge of their subject matter and to give that to their students. And they also have to have an aptitude to be able to teach that material. If you're an English teacher and you like to explain writing and you know how to do that, and you get put in a math class, you're not going to know how to teach that. So you have to know what you can teach. The second is that the teacher needs to be able to meet the needs of all the students in their class of all abilities. So if you have someone who is slower and a student who's an accelerated student, you need to be able to work to both of them. I have one example of this. I was teaching at a mad science class last summer, and I got put on a camp that had kindergartners and it had seventh graders, so ages 5 through 12. And it was hard because the seventh graders had already learned a lot of the stuff that we were going over, but the kindergartners had no idea, and some of the assignments that we were supposed to give them had writing in it. And so what I did was I paired off the kindergartners with the seventh graders so that the seventh graders could learn how to teach the material to the kindergartners, and they could be able to write for them too, because in kindergarten they're just learning how to write. The third on the website was that the teachers need to have a certain amount of common sense, because there's a lot of decisions that go on, and they have to be able to make the best decision for the situation. Whether that is what they're supposed to teach, to solve a conflict, all that kind of stuff. The next one was the model inside and outside of the classroom, because a lot of the times what you do outside of the classroom reflects inside the classroom, even if you don't think it. And even if your students aren't going to see you outside of the classroom, your persona carries over. The next one is that you need to be organized. I've already experienced this, again with my mad science job. If I showed up to the class and hadn't read over the materials as much as I should have, then I wasn't able to help the students as much as I could have. And the class did not flow very well from topic to topic, and the kids ended up confused by the end of the day. So we had to go back over some stuff the next day. Luckily, it was a multiple day class, so we could. So yeah, just be organized, whether that's paperwork or time management or how your lesson plan is going to go throughout the day. And the last one is that you need to be able to keep the students' info private. So that is a big responsibility as a teacher for your students, because you can't carry this, no, that's not the right word. You can't gossip about students outside of class. You can't tell them other people about the struggles going on with your students. You have to keep it all very anonymous just to protect them. They had a really good quote on the website that I really liked and would like to share it with you guys. So this is from Chauncey P. Colgrove, and he said, "No one can justly expect that all teachers, or any teacher, shall be endlessly patient, free from mistakes, always perfectly just, a miracle of good temper, unfailingly tactful, and unerring in knowledge. But people have a right to expect that all teachers shall have fairly accurate scholarship, some professional training, average mental ability, moral character, some aptness to teach, and that they shall covet earnestly the best gifts."